And by today, this is Ezra Scott, meet me halfway on your block. And as you can see, I'm right here at the fireplace. And I'm undecided on if I want to work on my band lab or continually working on my CapCut stuff. So I'm on the fence with the two. But thank you for stopping by. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. Ezra Scott, meet me halfway on your block. So with that being said, I am going to grab my sunflower seeds. As you see, I'm by the fireplace. I am. It's real chill. It's like a real chill day today. A very chill day. And I'm gonna plug in my ears. I got my little stuff right here. I'm thinking about doing band lap though. Thinking about band lapping it up. Cause this morning I did if you missed my live stream this morning, I did a chapter 1 on mental health and providing information. So you can go back and watch those videos. I got a live and a couple of clips, videos that will put more into perspective of the beginning stages of healing. But right now, I am just either editing a few videos or I'm gonna mess around with BandLab. I'm not for sure between the two, but right now I'm on CapCut. So for the most part, I'm thinking about just doing a little bit more of the CapCut. But hang in there, everybody. I'll be right back. Got some sunflower seeds over here. Hey there. Hey. I was just going to grab my sunflower seeds. I am addicted to sunflower seeds. I'm so glad I don't have a peanut allergy or anything. Is this just going to... if you want it to be, but if you read the title, I'm talking about BandLab or CapCut. I don't know if I want to do a live stream while I'm doing my CapCut, fixing up my videos, editing it, or go to BandLab and mess around a bit. But I'm sitting in front of the fireplace because it's nice and cozy and it's something to get me to do while I am editing my videos. Hey there, this is Ezra Scott, meet me halfway on your block. And I am just sitting here editing one of my videos on CapCut, getting ready to post it. If you haven't yet saw my videos, please go check me out. Yes, sunflower seeds. I like all flavors of sunflower seeds. This morning on my live, I did an episode, which is this right here, on mental health to help people get involved with themselves on helping them heal better if you wanted to heal. So I do got a couple videos. You can go check that out on my channel about healing. Hello, everybody in the chat. Salute to the chat. I really appreciate everyone who is here. Thank you so much. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl, Ezra Scott, me halfway on your block. And I'm just editing on CapCut one of my videos that I did this morning concerning mental health. And I did chapter 1, realizing, and I think it came out pretty cool. So if you haven't saw it, go check it out whenever you get a chance. So leave me a comment. No matter what the comment is about, it could be a question or anything, but just go ahead and leave it. I have fishy things in the building. I really appreciate you coming. TSM Rapper Fan Page 1, my sister Fanny. Hello. We have Weston. I am doing amazing. How are you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. One moment. I thank everybody for waiting patiently with me. But I'm just right here going through my little video and everything. Um, yep, it was about chapter 1, healing, the healing process. I'm thinking about I don't know, adding words like here and there. Can y'all see it? I'm thinking about adding words. I know once I get to a certain point, I like to make it into a smaller clip, and then I could do the fancy stuff with it. Like I'm gonna pick this clip right here, and I pick effects. I press the word effects, and then I pick video effect. And then down here is all the different things that I can do with that clip, that little piece of clip. So I'm gonna do one of these right there. Y'all see that? So then I'm gonna pick that for that clip. I'm gonna go down a little bit more, and what I do is I split it. I press the word split, and it split the clip. So right there at that split, I press effect, video effect, and then I'm gonna pick another different point. I want this to be just like that. So y'all see that? I pick that and press OK, which is just a check mark. I do this throughout the video, certain videos, to make it just a little bit more interesting. After you pick the clip, if it's already split, you just pick the clip. Then you have all of these different options. There's many different options I could choose from. I mainly, when I don't want the video to be doing too much, I mainly go to open and closing, and I pick one of these, one of the opens and closes. But I could pick any and everything, any and everything, because I'm a pro and I pay for the subscription, so I could pick anything that I want to pick. But I'm choosing this for right now. Now, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. This is Ezra Scott. Meet me halfway on your block. And I am just doing a little cap cut of my video that I did this morning. I had a couple of live streams. I please everybody go back and check them out. Hello, Living Jay's Way. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bueno, gente. Soy Ezra Scott. Meet me halfway on your block. Right now, I'm just showing a little bit of my editing skills on CapCut. I'm picking different points to where I'm split screening it. I'm turning it into its own little clip. After that, I press effects, and then I pick whichever one I want to pick. Out of all these different effects, I keep picking pretty much the same two right now because this is the educational video, so I don't want to throw it off with too much going on. Do anybody have any questions for me? Yep. And then when I'm gonna go back through, I'm gonna do it right now so y'all can see it real quick. At the very beginning, this is what's gonna show. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bueno días, Nancy Green Thumb. How are you doing today? This is one of the videos I'm gonna get ready to post about the healing process. This morning I did 2 videos. I did a live stream and a video. Please go check them out. But this is just a recap of what happened this morning. We have the healing, chapter 1, and it's called Realize. That means coming to grip and realizing what you need in your life to be healed. And this is what the thumbnail is going to look like. I'm gonna pretty much leave the thumbnail alone. At the very beginning, it starts off like this. and right there I say my name. So I'm thinking of going ahead and edit that part, and I go back and I press edit text, add text. After I add the text, I'm gonna choose to put my name right there. Easy. No, I should probably be a little bit more savvy. You know who I am. So I should put welcome to healing. Welcome to healing. HEALING. Okay. We're gonna do that. Welcome to healing. But we're gonna make it a lot smaller than that. And then we're gonna put it around my chest area. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing videos, you gotta make it make sense. You just can't be just throwing things anywhere. Now, since that is white, it's going to stand out only because I'm gonna put it in an area such as like right here on the screen where it's tan. It's more tan. I can change the color, the style, and everything. Let's see. See, when you change the color, it pretty much take away from what you're saying. So I may keep it in white. I may keep it in white, but I'm gonna throw a black background to it so you can see it more. So we're gonna do it just like that. Welcome to healing. Now we want it to be complex because I want people to understand what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna do anything fancy with the fonts, but I could change the font to anything. Now, one of my best things, hold on. One thing that I like to focus on next is my animations. So I'm gonna do that. 1 second, everybody. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody who is here today. This is Ezra Scott, meeting halfway on your block. I'm so sorry for that little intermission right there, but I appreciate everyone who is here with me today. We are in the middle of me cap cutting on one of the videos that I'm going to put out. Earlier this morning, I did a video and a live stream. The introduction to healing. It's the welcoming to healing. And the very first step of healing is realizing. We need to realize that there is something that needs to be healed about us. So, on my platform, I designed a couple of videos for people to adhere to help them facilitate their life a little bit better through healing. So, here's a video that I'm editing, and I was showing people that I'm about to do some animation. That looks pretty cool, but I'll choose it. I'll choose it. I'll choose that one. Yeah, we're gonna choose that one. Now, anytime you choose to change the animation of a word, make sure you press on the side anywhere so it can capture that and keep it. Because if you don't, the next animation you pick is going to choose that for your last wording. So I'm going to move on to some more wording. I listen for keywords into my video. I said chapter 1, part 1 right there. So Right here, I put chapter 1, part 1. Chapter 1, part 1. I'm going to change that animation to, we're going to make it type. We're going to type it. Chapter 1, part 1. So this time it's going to be typed. I go down. I want it to keep that just like that. So I click on the side so it will capture it. Now, as I go throughout the video, the very first part that I did was, as you see right there, I threw in different things for my video to do. I split it. I chose to animate it. And then I came back to the part that I want. So right here is the beginning of another clip. So at the beginning of that clip, I don't want it to be just plain. So I'm going to listen to something that I said in there. You're welcome. I don't put the word realize because when you realize something, that means you're coming to grips with it. You're understanding it. You realize and come to grip go hand in hand. So what I want to do is I'm going to press edit. I'm going to press text. I'm going to add a text and write the word realize because that's what we're talking about right now is realize. I want to keep the word simple. I want to keep everything simple on this video so it could be real simple. I'll go over here to animation. How do I want that to pop up? It'd be the one I pick, and it bump up like that. So that's the one I picked, and I choose it. And what I'll do is go throughout the entire video and place words exactly where I want them because I do want that there, but I don't want it probably so huge, probably smaller or bigger up here where people could see it. So then it'll do that. Over here, I don't want welcoming to be so huge, so I'll make it smaller by clicking on it. I want it to come up by eye level. When I click on it like that, I click on the side, and let's see the very beginning of the video, y'all. You really can't hear it, but everything is going magnificent. So this is Ezra Scott, meet me halfway on your block. I appreciate everybody for being here today. I was just showing you a couple of step-by-step things that I do when I use CapCut to do my videos. This video is going to be very special to me because it's about healing, the very first processes in healing. And number one is realizing that you need to be healed. Focusing on yourself, just realizing what you need. And after you realize what you need, you come to grips to believe that. And you say, okay, this is what I need. Once you start believing it, you start speaking it. And when you speak it, you do it. And once you start doing it, it becomes your world, it becomes your reality. So when you think about your life, whatever it is right now, it's the reality that you created. There are chaos in your life, yes, but the life that you actually create as a whole is what you put into it, what you do with it and for it. So I'm making videos to help people heal throughout their life. Throughout life and get better. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Miss Snapback. Now I have D123. Why do you say that? Everybody has their own opinion. I just want to know, why did you say that? Okay, it could be simple truth, but what is your evidence of your simple truth? What makes you believe that a simple truth of your statement is true? Okay, now you can say that all you want to, but I just want to understand it more. Why do you say it? You're an atheist, okay, and I understand that. But what is your reasoning for it it being said that way. What if someone told you atheist is not real? What if someone told you that atheist is just made up? What if atheists mean God? The real word atheist mean God. What if someone told you that you've been learning what you believe wrong, and atheists actually mean God? I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about the point that you said you have a belief, and I wanted to understand your belief better, because I'm not knocking your belief. Your belief may be true to you because that's the world that you create. But I just want to understand, why do you believe that? Because there's nothing wrong with believing it at all. But why do you believe that? If you have just entered the room, thank you for stopping by. This is Ezra Scott. Meet me halfway on your block. And I'm just having a small discussion with someone who have their own opinion about something. They really don't want to expound on it. I'm giving them the floor to go ahead and do it. That everyone has their own opinion. But in my state of mind, I'm just here to really help people heal. There's a lot of things that we went through in life that we hold on to this day, and it hinders us. A lot of people are not successful in life because they hold on to their childhood traumas, they hold on to guilt, they hold on to the loss of loved ones. And when we learn to heal through that and deal with it, then you become a better person. Your life actually become a lot better, because you are what your environment predicts you to be, because you think of your environment. You act on your environment. And so your mindset of your environment becomes you. So we're changing the way we think, we're changing the way that we talk, so then we can live a prosperous life no matter what it is. Thank you so much, Nancy Green Thumb. You are awesome and amazing as well. Okay. You're not born religious, and I'm not religious. I'm not religious at all. And that's correct. I was not born religious. It is taught. Yes, the ideas are taught. Ideas are taught. That's correct. Okay. And I understand that. And that makes sense what you said. And I do understand what you said. It also makes sense. Everything that we believe, and that's what my channel is all about, is beliefs and thoughts, to have your own. When you believe something, it creates a world of actions. So if you believe something, you act on what you believe, and that it shall be. So when someone teaches you something, that doesn't necessarily mean what they're teaching you is correct. They could be teaching you something wrong to brainwash you. They could be teaching you something just so they can have you on their side. Now, we were all born. We all were born. We all have a life of energy. If nothing more, energy is real. Okay. We all are energy, no matter if it's positive or negative. We are energy. So, labeling it a religion, or labeling it a god, or labeling it anything of that nature defeats the whole purpose of being energy. Because as energy, we start off originally as one big ball of energy that breaks up to a lot of different energies. That's all it really is. Now, when we separate ourselves one from another is when we throw in things such as race, religion, nationality, and creed. Other than that, we are all different balls of energy, negative and positive, just energy. So I was not born religious at all. I'm not religious at all. I have faith and belief, and I know what is true. And I know that if you manifest and think about positive energy type things, you will live the life of a positive energy type person. Because a lot of people come into life believing that they are broke. Now, what is the definition of broke? Now, it's something that you were taught. You're taught broke. And only broke is something that needs to be fixed. So when you think about the concept of calling yourself broke, are you really broke? Is there something about you that needs to be fixed? Yes or no? Broke is a concept of a being. It's not what you have in your bank account, your wallet, or your pocket. It's a mindset. If you have a broken mindset, if you think about broken things, if you allow yourself to be around broken situations, then yes, you are broke. If you are rich at heart, rich in spirit, rich with your words, rich with what you're doing, then yes, you are rich. If you are healthy with your words, if you move healthy, if you think healthy, if you eat healthy, healthy you are. If you think wealth, if you move wealth, if you act wealth, wealth is what you are. So never defeat any of your positive energy with the negative energy that's trying to force its way in your life. We have all had a rugged and rugged past, but our future depends on who we are today as we develop this more positive energy and use it as a force moving forward. So never let anyone separate you from yourself, whoever you are and what you believe, because your beliefs becomes the world that you create. And you should never forget that because you are that energy. While I'm eating my sunflower seeds, I really appreciate everyone who is here today. This is Ezra Scott. Meet me halfway on your block. I'm chilling right here in front of the fireplace where it's nice and cozy. I am just staying warm today. It's rainy outside. The weather switched up on us. It's just a disaster. But I'm going to enjoy myself no matter what. And please check out my past live streams. Please check out my channel. I have a lot to offer, a lot of different things that you would enjoy, from cooking to exercising to just hanging out, learning, healing. Um, I look at life totally different from a lot of people. I turned my fireplace off Friday and I got back cold Saturday, but I kept it off. I have the heat on upstairs though. I know once I cut this fireplace off like 2 months ago, I'm like, cool, I don't need the fireplace no more. It turned up to 80 degrees. I went to the skate park, then out and about having fun. Then all of a sudden, this big storm came over and then it started raining nonstop. And ever since then, the temperatures plummet. And now it's crazy. I'm thinking about making some hot cocoa. Even though I don't have any marshmallows to put over in that bad boy, I'm thinking about some hot cocoa. Normally I do tea, but hot cocoa sounds so good right now. Just cuddle the ooh. That feels so good, y'all. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anybody have any thoughts about anything? Anybody want to discuss anything? Anything you would like to talk about? It's pretty much a free fall for right now. I've been talking all morning, doing videos and live streams, and I just want to educate the people, no matter who you are, where you're from, and let you know that it's real. Our energy is real. If nothing else is real, your energy is real. Hello, real life simulations. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Buena gente. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. Ezra Scott, meet me halfway on your block. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. But Monday, I should be Monday. I will be on a Zoom with another panel with another content creator, and I will be discussing obesity and the stigma. Everybody who know me knows that I'm into healthy eating, healthy living, healthy thinking. Oh, I really appreciate you being my live earlier. Thank you so much. Mucho gracias. Mucho gracias. I really appreciate it because I am here to heal each and every one who wants to be healed, who wants to start the process of healing, who wants to live a better life. Because I know for a fact that the life you lived or living, it could be a lot better. I don't know you personally, but I do know things can and will get better. Um, yeah, I'm really into a healthy eating. I cook a lot of vegan snacks and meals. You could check that out on my channel. I'm gonna do more step by step, in depth, talking through the video as I make these items, so I can teach people how to make them. Everything I make is so delicious. I'm just not making food. I'm making life, and it just does something to the whole soul. And one thing that I was talking about this morning also is the change in your vocabulary. If you start talking different, you actually start doing things different as well, because you speak what you speak on is what you do. And if you speaking on doing things like, okay, I'm going fishing, I want to go fishing, I'm going fishing, I'm getting my pole, I'm getting my this, I'm getting my that, I'm going fishing. Next thing you know, I look up, you guys gonna see me at a live stream fishing, because I manifested that all the way there. I did not think about how much it was gonna cost. That's not part of the manifestation. I did not think about where I was going to go. That was not part of the manifestation. When it becomes to manifesting things and thinking about things in life, there's a lot of small details that you do want to worry about, and then again, there's bigger details you want to worry about. And in life, we have been triggered to waste our life, time, and energy on focusing on all of the negative things, that positive things just flow right past, right past. And a while ago in my life, I made a decision to change my life for the better. And ever since then, I promise you, things have been on an up and up. And you will never believe where I come from, but where I'm headed, everybody can see is obvious. So, with that being said, there is things that I can spread and teach and show each and every one of you, and we can all just become this one huge community of great, great, great people. That's, if you want fame, you will have it. If you want riches, you will have it. I'm guaranteeing you that. Just stick around, go through my free courses. They between 18 and 20 minutes. I'm talking about real life things. None of this is made up. I'm not. I'm not. It's all for educational purposes. That means I have done my research. I have lived it. I have done enough with enough people to know the outcome of what I'm saying is true. I have no reason to lie. So I love that everybody is here. Nice to meet each and every one of you. It's Ezra Scott, meet me halfway on your block. I'm chilling at the fireplace, just saying cozy on this cold, rainy day. Once the rain pick back up, I will show that, because it gets down. It really gets down. But I do a little live stream on the weather, and possibly something that I cooked today. I'm not too sure. I would love to make a dessert on live, like a peach crisp or a peach pie. Very, very simple. It's very simple. Very few ingredients. You can use apples, berries, or peaches. The way that I make it, choose any one of those and it'll come out amazing. On my channel, I have a few dessert items that I made before, so you can check that out. I am doing amazing. How is everyone else doing? I was on my video on CapCut. I'll get back to it. But make sure you check out my channel, and always, always, always leave a comment. Not only does it help my channel, it help me and others find you. We'll be able to go back and find who you are and support you, staying connected, and things of that nature. Yeah. Mm. This fireplace is, oh, I don't want to get up, y'all. I don't want to get up. Support, support. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste. Gracias. I appreciate that. Amazing video, so perfect. Thanks for sharing, my friend, with pleasure. May God bless you. Amazing video, so perfect. Thanks. Thank you. I pray to God grant you everything you desire in good health and happiness throughout your life. May God bless you. Amen. Likewise, and that's to everyone that's watching, everyone that's in the background, everyone who is speaking up, everyone who is checking me out, everybody who is stalking, the people in the background that's trying to recreate my content. Cozy vibes, yes, it is. I have people that have pencils and notebooks in the background, taking notes, running to their channel, trying to recreate what I do. That just sent me so much joy to know that people are taking my content serious, and they want to also spread information, even if they don't know where to get their information from. They thought to come over here to Ezra Scott to get the information, and I really appreciate that. No harm, no foul. Thank you so much. Good night. Good night. Good night. Buenas tardes. Good night. Right, right. Mental health is me. That is correct. You did come to my class this morning. Someone was listening. I really appreciate that. Somebody was really listening. That is correct. Thank you so much. Hey, hey. Good morning, Miss Scott. Please say your name so I can say it right. Hello, thank you for stopping by. This is Ezariah Scott. Me halfway on your block. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. Okay, yes, yes. I have been doing mental health courses. It's free. I want everybody to join. Great to catch you live. Thank you, Huzza. Thank you so much. Shout out to Huzza. Thank you. One of the best creators that I've ran across who was actually doing artwork nonstop on their channel. Very, very, very stunning. I love it. There is a few. There is a few of my new videos where I'm talking about mental health. My fireplace is real. This heat is real. This is a real fireplace. And I was telling everybody, oh, thank you so much. Yes, my name means helper of the Lord. Azariah, helper of the Lord. Um, I got a couple of live streams and videos that I am really like pushing out there real tough about mental health. And the very first step in mental health healing is realizing that we need to come to grips with something that needs to change in our life. And it's starting with, and as Stimulations was saying, me. Mental is mental, but we're focusing on me. When it comes to healing, you're healing you. You're not healing your friend, your dog, your cat, and the bird. Hamburger, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. I appreciate you for showing up. Hamburger is a great, great, great content creator. He's one of the awesome little edit persons out there. Please check him out. That is awesome that you are doing great. Yes. And oh, I appreciate you. Hamburger. Amazing to see everybody supporting me. Thank you so much. And I do speak a lot on health and wealth because they go hand in hand. And I'm working with people on working on their mental health because there's a lot of us that are either unhealed or unrecognized that we are going through pain from childhood trauma. We're going through pain from guilt. We're going through pain from abandonment, abuse, a loss of a loved one. And there are steps and mechanisms that help us succeed in life so that we don't have to be living in depression. We don't have to be living in, in fear and crying and hurt and pain and anger. We can all let that go and we could be rich. We could be healthy. We could be wealthy. Each and every one of us by just start working it on me, my mental health. And when we comes to grips to things that we want to change in life, your life, I promise you, will be better than ever. And coming to my free courses, just checking me out, listening to what I have to say, adding in your 2 cents if you want to. We will all work as a group and be a strong community of very, very good people. And with that being said, your mental will get better, your financials will get better, your relationships will get better. Everything and everything that you ever wanted in life will be amazing. I don't know if I can stay for very much longer. I have to go to school. All right, hamburger. Off to escuela. Go to school. Have an amazing and great day. You be safe and you learn something out there, buddy. Cool guy. So when we come to grips with the things that we need to change, we start thinking about it. Once we start thinking about it, we start acting on it because we start talking about it. You know, for instance, let's say I want eggs for breakfast. You thinking, I want eggs. You will say it out loud, I'm about to make some eggs. Then you put it into actions. You believe you want eggs. So your belief become action. So you believe you about to go in there and cook it. So you go in there, you either boil, fry, however you do your eggs, you make your eggs, and then you start eating it, which means see you later. Adios. So when you start eating your eggs, your world right now is a world of you eating eggs. How was that? When you think rich, when you think more, when you think better, you start speaking better, thinking better, acting better, moving better. Everything in your life is going to move better with you. Better people, better environment, better music, better food, better love, better enjoyment. Everything is going to come better because you're thinking better, you're moving better, you're speaking better. And with that, things in line in your life that you will love, that you desire, and that you want. So I am promoting that all the way. Also with healthy eating, I am vegan. Yes, you do not have to turn vegan, but I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, if you just change the way that you are eating to a healthier lifestyle, everything in your life changes also. Your finances, your health, your pain, your everything. Everything comes hand in hand. Your skin, yes, your thoughts become reality, whether you think good or bad. So if you start thinking good, everything lines up with the things that you're thinking. Good things are happening. Good things are coming your way. Good people are on the rise. Good people are in your environment. Good people are saying good things also. And it seems like all the bad things are pushing their way out because more and more good things are coming. Think positive, act positive, talk positive. That it shall be. You create the world that you live in, believe it or not. If you are miserable, that's because you are creating a miserable world. You cannot blame others about the world that you create. You can only blame yourself. And you have to work on mental. That's the truth. If you start thinking nothing but positive, start acting on nothing but positive, everything has to be positive. We're going to take the word bad and negative out of our vocabulary. We're not even going to use those words anymore. We change our vocabulary to articulate and insinuate things that we want to project in our life. And it shall be. You think of an apple pie, you have an apple pie. You think of $1 million, you have $1 million. Everybody who is anyone, anybody and everyone who has had successful things happen in their life, believe it or not, they're going to go through this boring talk on how I used to think about, and they're not lying. They didn't think about being broke. They thought about being rich. They started hanging around people that was rich. They started doing things rich people was doing. And then next thing you know, voila. Birds of the same feather flock together. Good morning, Crystal World. Lovely lady. Beautiful you are. Amazing and cute. I am here today to welcome everyone on my successful journey that I am doing with each and every one of you, and it's with the mental health. The first thing that we are starting to do is coming to grips with us needing to heal. Once you realize that you need to heal, you start thinking about healing. You start talking about healing, and then you start healing, whether it's childhood trauma, abandonment, love issues, a loss of a loved one, feeling guilt, being abandoned or abused. All of it goes hand to hand. So when you start thinking positive things about your life and acting on everything that's positive in your life, everything aligned with the positivity, because we all have felt depression, we all have been sad, mad, anger, but we want to be happy. How do we be happy? We create the worlds of happiness one by one. We start thinking of nothing but happy things. We start putting ourselves around nothing but happy things, happy people, happy events. We start talking about happy things. Everything that we talk about is just happy stuff. And we create this world of happiness. So when we get up in the morning, we know everything is going to be great because we thought of great. We start acting on great. We were talking about great. If you want to cry all day, you're going to wake up and say, I'm going to cry all day. You're going to cry all day. You're going to be mopey. You're going to do that. So we have to change the way that we think. When we start thinking positive, I am going to have a good day despite everything that's going on outside. I am going to have a great day. You're thinking of great things throughout your day. all day. You thinking of good things, great things. My nails being polished, what I'm gonna cook for dinner. This day you're thinking of nothing but good things. You're talking good. I'm gonna see exactly what I have money for. You're not gonna say I don't have money for that. You're gonna look at the let's see, what do I have money for? When you start speaking that, someone else then too speaks with you. Because when you align yourself with whatever you speak of, it becomes part of you. So if you're a person who speaks nothing but positive things, everybody around you all of a sudden seems to be positive with you. Have you ever noticed that? Everywhere you go, just be so lovely and positive. Everything, everything, everything. But as soon as you start thinking something negative, mad, negative, sad, everything in your life turns gloomy and dark. We have to reverse that. Let's reverse that, everyone. Let's think nothing but positive. Yes, we have lost people, we have lost loved ones. And I would dive deeper into that in chapter 3. Right now, we're just in chapter 1. We're going to dive deeper in abandonment and abuse and guilt. We're going to dive deeper into that. But the first thing that we need to do is realize that, hey, it's me. It's my mental. It's me that I need help with. It's me that I need healing with. And once you realize that it's me, you're going to focus on just you. You're not going to focus on your kids. You're not going to focus on your boss. You're not going to focus on your ex. You're not going to focus on your past. You're going to focus on the here and now to make your future better. We all have a past, dark and grim, but the future, we all want that to be bright, don't we? We all want it to be the best, don't we? We all want nothing but the best, especially if you have kids and grandkids. You want their lives to be magnificent. How do we do that? We create it. We create it by thinking nothing but positive. We don't think about nothing that is negative. Anybody that's negative for today, don't think about them. Anything that's negative, don't think about it. It can be a $400 light bill. I'm telling you. Listen to me, everybody. This is Ezra Scott. Meet me halfway on your block. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. Listen to what I'm telling you. Your bill could be $400. You're going to think positive about that $400 bill, okay? We're going to think not only is the bill going to be paid, you're not going to have to worry about it, okay? The reason why you're not going to worry about it is because you're going to say, this bill is going to get paid. It's going to get paid. This bill is going to get paid, and it's not going to cost me any stress. With that being said, you're going to align your life in places. Now, all of a sudden, things is going to fall into your lap, an application to get help with that bill, a person who can help you with that bill, or organization all of a sudden is going to come across the board that's helping with bills. And right then and right there, you're going to say, yes, I did say this bill is going to get paid. So then you're going to utilize that positive energy and dump it into these organizations, into that application, into that person, or whatever it is that's positive along with you, that's on the same path as you, to get that bill paid. Now, as I was saying, that's just one thing that I'm thinking about. We could talk about meal for tonight, okay? Let's pretend like some of you on here don't have no food for tonight. There are food pantries across the board, food pantries in your city, food pantries everywhere. Not only that, different medical insurances, especially if you're with state Medicaid, they will deliver free food to you like 3 times a month. What I'm saying is, you take this positive thinking about not having dinner into, I'm going to have dinner tonight. I'm going to feed me tonight. I'm going to feed my kids tonight. You're going to align your thoughts with what you want. Then all of a sudden, you're going to speak it out loud. We're going to have dinner tonight. I'm going to make sure we have dinner tonight. Then things are going to fall into your lap, organizations, places, everything you're going to walk past or over here, that, oh, such and such is paying for people dinner. They're giving out free food. This is a food pantry, blah, 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 XYZ. You're going to go there. You're going to meet other people that are in the same predicament, that are willing to help you get back on your feet, willing to help you to the next meal. All of these people here are positive because we're all here for food. We're all here for dinner, food for the soul, food for the thoughts, food for the nourishment. And so when you are lined yourself up with the thoughts, you speak it, you start acting on it, it shall be. Next thing you know, you look up, you're going to be the type of person that can help others with food. You could tell them where the pantries are. You can donate some of your food. It'll be all kind of great things lined up with you because all you started to do was believe. You start thinking, you start processing your thoughts because you came to grips and realized there's something in your life that has to change. There are so many resources out here. You can Google your city, you can Google your county, you can Google your state and put in food pantries near me. You could put in assistance organizations, all that into there. You can start there. You don't have to go to another person and put your pride on the side. You can just go on the internet, Google these things to help you, give you a boost. Just something to get your mind off the negative and onto the positive. And it starts with just one small goal. And if you can complete that, every day you wake up, you have bigger and better goals because you're not going to be where you are always because where you were is not where you're at now. So there are better things in life that you will engage yourself in, and that is manifestation and intent. When you engage yourself in better thoughts, bigger thoughts, and things that you want, you desire, that you need, then everything else aligns in that because you're going to act on it. For instance, it's raining outside. I'm going to carry an umbrella so I don't get rained on. Instead of going outside in the rain with no umbrella, getting mad about not having an umbrella, I'm going to provide myself with that umbrella, is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you're going to provide yourself with the tool that you need, and it starts with your thoughts. You start thinking positive. You start speaking positive, whatever it is, whatever goal you're trying to complete. Lose weight, eat healthy, learn how to polish my nails, learn how to sew, crochet, deep clean a carpet, babysit, dog sit, start a mowing company. Whatever it is, you start thinking that. You think it, you speak it out loud, and then you start acting on it, and it creates the world that you live in. Is there any questions about what I'm saying? Another part of chapter 1 with the healing is your vocabulary. If you say can, will, I am, it shall be. You will only speak what you will do. You will only speak about the people you want to associate with. If you don't want to associate with Bobo the Clown, don't mention Bobo the Clown name at all. Mention Mr. Jackson. Mention Heaven Gates. Whatever it is, XYZ. We're going to get into the habit of changing our vocabulary to what we want. I want to be successful. I want to be happy. I want to be smarter. You have to visualize it while you're thinking about it. Talk about it, and it will be slowly but surely. Things will happen. And I'm telling you this because anything that you do starts with a thought. You can even take it back to when you were a baby. It all starts with a thought. You start thinking it, you start talking about it, you start acting on it, and it shall be. And we must change our vocabulary. We will, we can. We're not going to talk about what we cannot do. We're going to talk about what we can do, what we will do. Because your life experiences is what creates your beliefs. So if you start experiencing more in life, you will start believing different things in life. If you only experience bad things in life, that's all that you believe in. So that means you have to create good in your life, whether it's going to the park, going to a free seminar, going to the library, Googling something, interacting with a group of people that you normally wouldn't on like a live. Like I'd be interacting with people all the way in Pakistan, people in the UK, you know? So you have to quit limiting yourself to only a certain group of people on like no matter what it is that you have going on in your life. I know you want to change it. I know you do. So in order for you to change it, you have to change it and work on you. Mental, me, MENTAL, mental, me. So when you start working on yourself and telling yourself better things, you start aligning your life with better people. There may be people in your life that are super cool, but if they're not beneficial for the greater of you, You have to let it go. It's food in your life that tastes so good, but if it's not in the beneficial of you, stop doing it. It's habits that we do that is feels so normal, but it's not beneficial. So stop doing it. Start new habits, start new missions, start new conversations, start going new places, eating new things. When I first became a vegan, you guys, I'm gonna tell you something funny. When the decision was made for me to be vegan, I sat there for hours like this. All I could think was salad. I'm supposed to eat salad for the rest of my life. Salad. Are you salad? Salad. And then something said, girl, if you don't Google vegan, so I Googled, what do vegans eat besides salads? I put that in there. The list went brrrr. The list was longer than any restaurant I had ever been to in my life. So I'm like, whoa, 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 list, calm down. I got to make this make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I picked one item and was like, I'm going to try this one item, but I tried to make it myself and it came out okay. But then I thought, if I'm making this, there has to be a restaurant. So I Googled vegan restaurant near me and I ordered from the vegan restaurant what I tried to make. There is no turning back now, y'all. It's full fledged ahead. I wouldn't trade being a vegan for anything. If you're not vegan, that's fine. But if you haven't tried it, try it. Also, on top of a parasite cleanse that will help. Parasite cleanse and cleansing your body. But back to the mental is all that I'm saying. Is I made myself believe that all I was gonna eat was salad until I thought, hold on, let me Google and see what else I could eat. And now every single item that I eat is vegan and it tastes amazing. I eat pizza, I eat nachos. They have vegan chicken. We have vegan steak. There's all kind of Mexican food, Mexican cuisines and Indian cuisines that are amazing. It's stuff that we eat every day that we don't consider vegan that are vegan. You know, you can make your salads any kind of way. You can do your foods any type of way that you want to do them in a healthy manner to make yourself better. The point I'm trying to make right now, though, is it started off with my mental. I had to make myself, I had to start thinking vegan. So I start educating myself and talking about vegan. And then I start actually putting it into action. I start living like a vegan. And now my whole world is surrounded about around about healthy living. No matter where you are and what you got going on, you can always live healthy. I have my own garden. I love growing garden food. It didn't start off easy, no, but I've implemented plans in my life and mechanisms to help others along the way. That just one key thing that we did not know that we needed to make our garden grow. And a lot of people have given up on their garden over this one little piece of information. But if you just stick with me, stay with me, I will get more into that when we are talking about gardening. But right now, I'm just so stuck on this mental health thing. Yes, having a new mindset. That mental health thing is like the really is the biggest thing to me because a lot of us hurt ourselves on purpose because we won't let the past go. We have to be willing to let our old thoughts go so we can think about new thoughts. No, I'm not saying let your mom go who passed away. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying all the thoughts associated with you being sad that she's gone. We have to change the way that we think. We start acting differently. Like if you can do a memorial in your mom's name, or your auntie's name, or your dad's name, would you? If you could start an organization in their name, in their honor, would you? Like it's things that you have to think of positive of their their goings on to the next level of the energy realm of life. You know, there's things that we have to implement. If we was abused and abandoned as children or in relationships, what good out of that can we get? As a matter of fact, I am a survivor. Some people don't survive. They end up burnt up, dead. We see RIP everywhere. You survived abuse. You survived neglect. That alone in itself is a historical story to boost anything that you want to do in life and you say I can be greater because I overcome abuse. I am great because of neglect. We don't want to soak in it and be like, oh, I was abused. We all were. But how do we overcome that to be better people? How do we do that? We work on our mental. We have to work on our mental. We have to start thinking different, hanging around different people, associating with different people, associating with people that are on a level that we're not at yet because we want to be there. We can get the understanding from people that we don't understand right now because they've been where we were at. Right now, you probably can't see that, but I've been a lot of places, a lot of people have been, or I've been associated with a lot of people that have. A renewed mind can change your presence and future of what you're currently believing and doing. That is so true. That is true. You have to renew your mind. You have to reset your mind. Everything that you used to know, put in new thoughts. Everything that you used to do, change that. When I go more into depth of how my life used to be and how it changed, then you'll probably understand what I'm saying more, but I'm not lying to you. I'm just breaking it down in layman terms so you can get the gist of what I'm saying. But I've been homeless. I've had to sleep out of a car. Reluctantly, I had a car. I've slept from pillow to post wherever I could. I remember those days. I was there before. I didn't have no food. I've been there before. I've had my bills cut off. I've been there before. Right now, I own two successful business, working on my third business right now. And it didn't come overnight. It came despite of me being homeless. It came because I never wanted to be homeless again. It came because I never wanted a bill to be shut off again. My businesses are successful because I've overcome childhood trauma. My businesses are successful because I let go of the neglect and abuse. I could not have started a business and it been successful without me at least starting my healing process. I'm healed right now, yes, but I had to go through a healing process, and I'm willing to work with any and everyone who wants to heal. No matter what you went through, you can heal from that and have a significant, amazing outcome. You can be the owner of anything you want to own by the end of this year, and I will teach you piece by piece and show you how you can own a successful business by the end of this year. If that's what you want to do, whatever it is you want to do, I can help. I can help guide you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody here. This is Ezra Scott. Meet me halfway on your block. You can be anywhere in the world, but you right here with your girl. Yeah. We have all been in places where it's almost like a skeleton in a closet type of thing, you know? I've lost people close to me. I saw I saw things that are unimaginable. I witnessed a lot. I've endured a lot. But I don't let that take over me and determine who I am today and where I'm going in life. And when it comes to something very negative and positive, I'm using it as a stepping stone to be greater. To be greater. I done sat down so long, yeah, legs and fell asleep. Mm. Any sunflower seeds. I done talked about eggs. Now I'm on some vegan eggs. They're made out of mung beans, but they taste just like the eggs. They taste better. They taste better. Like basically everything that is vegan. And then people say, well, if it tastes like eggs, why don't you eat the real eggs? Well, because real eggs has parasites in it, and mung beans don't. Vegetables and fruits don't carry parasites. If anything, it carry bacteria. But meats, in order for a parasite to live, they have to crawl up in the meat and eat off the meat. And when you eat the meat, the parasite goes inside of your body and finds an area to snuggle up in, and it start peeing and boo booing and laying eggs. And that's why people get inflamed because they're inflamed with mucus. Mucus is the pee, boo boo, and larva secretion from parasites climbing inside of your body from you either eating it or drinking it, and it gets inside of there. And that's what happens. And I am going to start putting my references in my description so you can go also Google exactly where I went to find this information. Not only that, I lived the life of a person who has done the parasite cleanse and have saw things come out of my body that scared me, and I don't want it to go in my body again. So I decided not to make my body a cemetery anymore. No, I'm not throwing shade on nobody, but I used to throw down, y'all. I used to throw down. I cooked everything, everything. Now I cook vegan food. But the thing about it is the way that you season with your herbs and season the vegan food, that's why it tastes like chicken or fish or whatever the case may be, because it's the seasonings, which makes me think, listen, y'all, if my seasonings can make my mushrooms taste like chicken, what's the point in really eating chicken? Because chicken has no nutritional value. It really doesn't give me any protein. It really doesn't give me anything that I need. It gives me everything that I don't need. What's the point in when I eat a mushroom? The mushroom give me everything that I need, everything nutritionally that I need. So you can season the vegan food, and it tastes exactly exactly like the other foods everybody else be eating. And the reason why I choose to eat that is because it's alive. I eat things that are alive so I can stay alive. I have a lot of people that want me to be on their panel, and one of their questions is my age. I am going to tell everybody my age. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm going to do it in a way to where it's going to blow your mind. You're not going to believe how old I am because of the way that I changed my lifestyle. The more weight I lost and the less meat I cut out all meat. I start eating. I already looked young, but I started looking younger and younger and younger, to where I could not go to my class reunion because I would have felt like I was trying to show out. All of them were just looking a lot older than they should. And I have not aged that much. I'm not trying to not age. I'm trying to live as long as I can, and also let everyone know that you too can live a different type of life by the way that you start thinking. Once you start thinking differently, you start talking differently. And I'm going to keep repeating this because it is true. It's a pattern. You start thinking it, you start saying it, you start doing it, it become your life. That's your mindset, that's your life, that's your belief, that's your thoughts. So if we're always on positive mindset, positive thinking, positive things all the time, if we have to research nothing but positive stuff because we're not sure, do that. You will stay on a positive track, and everything in your life will be just so amazing. You're absolutely beautiful no matter your age. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's just say we have family. I have family members where people think we're sisters, and I'm way older than them. I want to be on your panel too. Oh, that is so amazing. Yes, I am going to eventually, very, very soon, I'm going to set up my own panel where I could give everybody the opportunity to speak on the subject of their choice, especially what your channel is about, letting everybody else from different communities get to know more about you, what you represent, what your beliefs are, and what you have to offer to the rest of the world. I'm not really going to touch too much on people's age or anything. You can talk about that if you want to, but my main thing is like what it is that you have to offer other people that like basically change your life to being where you were and where you are now. And a lot of people have platforms that they're on other than YouTube. The reason why I chose YouTube is because number one, it's TV. The rest of them social media sites isn't TV. YouTube is. Now, most people wanted to be on TV. I've always been on TV my whole life. This is nothing new to me. But I knew that being on TV, people are going to hear me more than if I was on a social media site. That's just true. I have a message to deliver that I want everybody to receive, and I want to change other people's lives bit by bit. I've always wanted to be a doctor. I even went to med school, but I'm not the doctor that I thought I would be. I'm the doctor that I need to be. I've always wanted to save lives. And this is my opportunity to save lives by speaking nothing but the truth, guiding people, teaching people, and showing people the real life that you actually is creating yourself. You're born into this world, but you start creating your own world as you think, believe, and act. Yes, I appreciate that, Queen Alchemy. Another amazing, beautiful queen who has entered the building. Her channel is top notch. the best, hands down. If you haven't already, please mingle with each other. You're here with Azariah Scott, meet me halfway on your block. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. And I'm just very much explaining and breaking down to you that whatever you desire in life is what your life is, because you think it, you speak it, you act it, and it shall be, no matter what it is. You don't want to think about nothing negative in your life, even though it's negative in your path. That's not what you need to think about. You think about positive things, you talk about positive things, you hang around positive people. I have X'd out everybody in my life that was negative. If they were negative, not even towards me, just negative, period, just negative in life. I can't do that. I won't do that. I don't hang around people like that. I hang around the doers, the ones that can. Other business like people. I was not hanging around people that did not want to finish school. I hung around people that wanted a business, and now I own two businesses. I hung around people that were speaking things into existence, such as starting a charity. I learned how to start a charity so I could run my own charity. I didn't hang around bums because I didn't want to be a bum. I hung around other people. You hang around and you put yourself in a position to be in position. Okay. So even though I was living a bad life, when I escaped that bad life outside of my home, I went places to better myself, to teach myself. So I will begin to think and act and do and place myself in and around all of this stuff that was positive so that the life that I was living no longer exists. It's my past. It happened. It's his story. History, HIS, is his story, STORY. It's his story. It's history. It's not my story. Okay. My story is my future, is my now and my future. So I like to embrace myself with like-minded people like yourself. Yes, yes, yes. And if I'm cool with somebody who is cool with other negative people, I'm sorry, but I cut everybody off because I know stuff like that trickles down. All I do is I love everybody from a distance. I keep doing what I'm doing, but I don't associate myself with that. And it can backfire on you. Oh, thank you so much, Rooted Essentials. It can backfire on you, believe it or not, because you're letting it enter somewhere into your world that doesn't have to be. So people can be cool. Like I'm cool with the world, but I'm cool at a distance. So I don't have no strife or no beef. But if they know they needed me, I'm there for a compromise conversation. And if I needed them, hopefully I don't. There is compromise stuff that is not war, because the war is with the spirits. It's a spiritual warfare. We have to learn and relearn that us as human beings, as a ball of energy, we're not at war. We're not. It's the spiritual warfare that is going on around us. And while that is going on around us, we are grouping together and we are building this mass ball of energy that is creating nothing but positive outcomes for everybody. If everybody on your block lived in a nice house and not have to worry about their rent, everybody got food, everybody will be happy, right? Yes. Now, if you lived in a neighborhood where people, the lights is getting cut off, water is getting cut off, windows is getting bashed out, nobody can afford anything, it's not going to be too much happiness around there, right? Exactly. So that's why we align ourselves. And even though we can't maybe physically afford to be somewhere else, you could take your mind there. When you take your mind places that you cannot afford, you start thinking about places you can't afford. You start talking about places that you can't afford. And the word can't turns to can. So you can afford it because you're thinking about it. You can afford it because you're talking about it. You can afford it because you're doing it. And then next thing you know, you look up as a person that can afford anything. Let's not do that, littles. One moment, please. And I really, really, really do appreciate everybody who is here. And like I was saying earlier, on my channel, you will find a couple of live streams and a couple of videos. And I'm about to post another one in just a moment, relating to the first process of recognizing that you need healing or you're going to go through the healing process. And the very first step is realizing, coming to grips that there's something that you would love to change. We are supposed to be here. This was meant for us all to be. Yes, yes, I really agree on that. I really agree. I am a strong believer on everything that happens, everything that is. Everybody that was. It all aligns all together. Everybody who heard the message, everybody that was there at the same time. And I'm the type of person where it doesn't it doesn't really matter where you're at right now. It doesn't. This is the opportunity and a moment for you to start going forward with everything that you really want in life. Positive thoughts, positive movement, positive everything. For like I said, from finances, from healing from childhood trauma, from neglect, from abuse, from a loss of a loved one, any and everything you can be healed from. First of all, you have to admit that that's exactly what you need, healing, and then accept the fact that you need healing. And then you go into the healing process by recognizing, okay, this is what I need to heal on. Just pick one thing at a time. I need to heal from childhood trauma. Okay, let's pick that. With that being said, all I'm gonna do is just think of positive. Even though my childhood was not positive, I'm gonna think of positive. Because I want to heal from it. So, with that being said, I start thinking I don't want my childhood to hold me back. So, what I've started saying is my childhood is not gonna hold me back. People are not going to look at me and say she had a rough childhood. I'm start thinking that. And then the next thing is I start working through the steps, which is talking about it. If anything, I'm going to talk about when I was 8 years old, I learned how to braid. By the time I was 9 years old, I was braiding hair for a living. I was making $1,000 a week off of braiding hair at the age of 9. Think of the positive things. I've always been an entrepreneur. When I think of it like that, like, I've always been a businesswoman. I started braiding hair at the age of 8 and making money at the age of 9. That takes my mind right off of the hood trauma, the childhood trauma. It puts me back in the state of when I was a child and the good things that did happen when I was a kid. So now I'm not escaping the bad part of my life. I'm just focusing on the good things because that right there had put me in position to be in position. That's why I am a boss today, because I did boss like things when I was younger. So that's just a small example of something to think about, to overcome, to start your healing process. Like I said, there's a million things, a million and one. But if you just pick one of them and you start there, just dig into the positive, think positive, talk positive, act positive, it shall be. And things are going to align with the life that you desire. One moment. Thank you, everyone. I'm about to grab some peanuts, another small snack. Enjoy the fireplace. I'll be right back, everyone. Thank you so much. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl, Ezra Scott. Meet me halfway on your block. Your block, your block, your block. I'm on your block, on your block, your block. Your block, your block. I'm gonna give you you probably need to go upstairs and change, sweetheart. Here, let's see if there's some right here. I'm all on your block, on your block, on your block. All right, make sure you go to the baños. All right, yes. So, like I was saying though, like just pick one goal, one thing, one just one thing at a time. Don't try to compile yourself with everything in life. Just one small thing at a time. Like I said, you could pick divorce, you could pick childhood trauma, you could pick uh the loss of a job, the loss of a loved one. You could pick whatever you want to pick because you're focusing on you. You. Throughout this whole thing, the word mental starts with the word me, M-E. So you're going to be working on me, mental, your mental, not her mental, not the dog, not the cat, not the barn, yours, you. And walking through my videos with me step by step, it will also give you a better understanding slowly but surely of what exactly your intentions are. You may not start off with any, but eventually you will have some, and everything in your life will start getting better and better and better. And then you will be the rising star to have more content to tell people, you know what, my content is about to start being about XYZ because you're healing from it. So you're able to speak on it. So you'll be able to help other people with it. Now, we're not talking like that, littles, okay? So, because a lot of people get stuck with content, but in order for you to be stuck with content, that means you had to think about it. So, what exactly were you thinking about when it come to content? Were you thinking about your life? Was you thinking about what? Like, exactly what? Now, that brings the biggest point to what I'm trying to say is if you take your healing process as content, it will not only help you heal, it would give you content and help others understand, heal, and possibly be a big supporter of you because they're like, hey, I found somebody I can relate to. But if we keep holding this all in and we're just putting it on a back burner and act like it's not there, hey, it's just going to fester for the rest of your life. And I thought we were working on being a better me, a better you, a better person. So it starts right there with our thoughts, everybody. We have to start thinking. We have to start thinking them thoughts. Them thoughts turn into beliefs. Beliefs turns into actions. Your actions become your world. We cannot forget that. Don't forget it at all. Um, Another thing is it's going to be an uphill battle. It is. And the reason why I say that is because when you start focusing on you, it seems selfish to others. But believe it or not, you've been focused on them way too long. It's time to focus on you. You're probably 27, it's time to focus on you. 37, it's time to focus on you. 47, it's time to focus on you. 57, it's time to focus on you. 67, it's time to focus on you. You. Okay? We've done enough for everybody else. We set it up. Now it's time for us to be the better us. And we're starting that right here, right now, right today. We all could be business owners by the end of this year. If you're not, if you have a business and you want to be more successful, stick around. Everybody in this group has something to benefit off of each other that we can help each other grow because it all starts with the way that we think. Because I'm going to keep repeating this, y'all. The way that we think turns into our talk. The way we talk turns into our actions. Our actions become our world. So if we're on that positive track, no matter what storm you are in, no matter what the storm is, you're thinking positive. You're doing positive. You're on a positive track, no matter what. Now, I've just been rambling on, and I do apologize. And I would love to hear from the people that are here today, right here with me. Any and everybody can speak their sense, their comments. I had someone come in earlier and tell me God isn't real, and they told me that they were atheists. Everybody has their own opinion, and the thing that I had with them was I wanted to know why did they believe that God wasn't real. Of course, they couldn't tell me that, but they told me they became atheists because when they were a Christian, they were lied to. Well, I told them, what if the word atheist meant God? What if you're being lied to right now? And the word atheist really mean God. Let's pretend like that was true. Then what would you do? They hushed up. See, the thing about life is we've all been brainwashed to believe one thing, but deep down inside, you know something else. We have to start bringing up what we know. We don't feel this way for no reason. Them thoughts don't come across your mind for no reason. Your inner self, your outer space. Outer space is outer self, okay? Outer space, outer self, outer being. When you get that message from outer space. Them other planets that they be talking about, them other planets is right here within you, but they're outside of you because we've been brainwashed to believe that they're not connected on the inside of us. Now, if I'm talking too fast, you can slow me down, okay? Now, I'm gonna slow it down just a tad bit, okay? Myself. The planets, we got different planets, okay? We were taught to believe that there's somewhere out there, okay? Now, the reason why we were taught that is so we wouldn't seek what out there can do for us in here. So if we think that's out there, okay, whatever. I would love to go there. I wonder what it's like to be there. But what I'm saying is like that the plans on the outside is really within you. They're within you. And what they do is they speak to you in many different ways. When your palms get sweaty, when you get nervous, when you get anxious, that are part of what they call the outer space speaking to you. So what we have believed all along isn't necessarily true, only because someone came along and brainwashed us to make us believe that. So we have to re-educate ourselves, everyone, whether it's Googling, talking to a higher power, or even interacting with other people on the same degree as you, to get a better understanding that all along, everything that you seek is within yourself. It's not outer space, it's within you. I don't know, you believe there is evil or devil, but not good or light, God or light. What are you trying to say, Rooted? I don't know how you believe they're evil or devil, but not good or light. Are you talking about the person that said they didn't believe in God? Because I believe in good and evil. I believe in the light. I believe in God. They didn't believe in it. And I just wanted to see what their take was on it, because for some reason they came in so adamant and so strong on God isn't real. So I'm like, hey, tell me how God is not real. I'm atheist. Okay, but how does that relate to God not being real? They couldn't really tell me. They couldn't explain. And everybody has their own opinion, because I love to hear the way that people think. I just love to hear about it. Because like I said, your experiences create why you believe what you believe. They must experience something. Sorry, yes, that was referring to the other person, but I didn't understand how you believe in evil or the devil but not in good or yes, right, the other person, they were just so adamant about good or bad and this and that, but they couldn't get to the depths of it all, and that was very worrisome about that person. And I pray that they reach a center in their life to where they could be open up and accessible to a truth, and not just about feelings. It seemed like they were just going off how they feel from personal experiences. Yeah, it's all about your beliefs. Yes, your thoughts, what you think about, you believe, and it become your world. It really does. So they believe that God isn't real to them, and they're creating that world to where they're going to see it. What you believe in moves your life. Correct. The thoughts what you believe in creates the world that you live in, and it moves your life like the planet. That is so true. And I do appreciate everybody saying what they have to say. I really like the engagement. That's what really helps out a lot. And that's what I was talking about. Vocabulary. A lot of people vocabulary is so small that they can only say things to try to defend or offend. They don't even have the educated knowledge to profound. They need to they need to diversify their portfolio before they come up in here with Ezra Scott, meet me halfway on your block. Because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with your girl. They so silly. Yeah, let's not do that, little. They so silly. But I am here. I'm here. I am educating everyone. We all learning from one another. There are things that we did not know about each other that we are learning, and it makes me look. Coming to YouTube have made me really open up my brain a lot more, because I only thought it was like one type of person on YouTube, and it was like mainly the people that want to go viral. But come to find out, that ain't who is all on YouTube. Everybody don't want to go viral. So just getting on here and getting to know people from Pakistan, the UK, from Canada, from Tennessee, Maryland, people all over the world. It has Nigeria. It really has opened up my mind, because everybody's on here for real, for something totally different. Totally different. Some people want money. Some people want fame. Some people want education. Some people want to troll. Some people want to be nosy. Some people want to be seen. Some people want to try new things. So just everybody being in different communities and getting to know each other and supporting one another is a big thing, because that's another thing that gets us all through YouTube. Is just the support. And I really do appreciate everybody who was here today, because y'all are so amazing and so awesome. This is Ezra Scott. Meet me halfway on